almost 50 bucks this morning for gas. Oh Lord, hope everybody's doing well this Sunday morning. It's beautiful but chilly. It is currently 46 degrees at 10:45 a.m. and we're starting off the week. But I'm going to stop here at this Burger King, which is, connected to this Spinks gas station here. Show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, man, so we got the Spinks, the Burger King right here, and I'd like to get some croissants this morning if it's not too late. I guess I should hit the drive-thru real quick. I don't know if they're done at 10:30 or 11. I don't know. About to find out. Well, epic fail. We missed it. Breakfast is over with. So, that's all right. We'll go somewhere else. I just don't want a burger right now. It just, I'm just not in the mood for a burger or nothing. I like to have some breakfast, but the one thing I do like about, the only thing that I care to eat at Burger King is those breakfast croissants. Man, those things are awesome. But I can't have nothing else from Burger King. No burgers, nothing like that. There's my door locked. Because I just can't have it. It just gets to me. Is the best way to say. So we'll try something else. Not quite sure yet, but we'll figure it out. Oh, just to give you a heads up, in my my vlog, what was that, Friday? Yeah, my vlog Friday that I was talking about having to go to help work on my son's car, and we thought the alternator was bad, but upon further inspection, it wasn't the alternator, it's the belt broke that goes around your alternator, and so if anybody out there has a PT Cruiser, and his is a 2007, so I think from what we understand it's from like 2000 to 2008 or 9 for this particular year of PT Cruisers. Well, his takes two belts. One is for the alternator, and then the other belt is for like your water pump and AC compressor and all that other stuff, So luckily he bought a new belt when he got that alternator, and I noticed that belt was real short. It wasn't real long, and I was like, man, that belt is short. And I said, maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Well, then I got over there, and the problem was, how to get to it. Because if you've ever looked under the hood of a PT Cruiser, it's it's a compact car, right? So the engine's going to be compact as well. It's a front wheel drive, so the alternator and all that's going to be on the left hand side of the engine. If you're standing in front of the car looking down with the hood up, looking down at the engine, it's going to be on the left hand side, but it's on the bottom, and that's what was messing me up. I was like, oh, why can't they put it on top and make it easy to get to? But of course, no, they can't. They can't do that. They probably could, but they don't. They do this stuff on purpose, so if something happens to the car, you can bring it back to the dealership or wherever and get it worked on and spend a lot of money. Now, if it's something major, I understand that, which I had to do that with this truck, But something like a belt and all that shouldn't be too bad, But so I'm looking at his engine. I'm looking at it, and I said, man, Nathan, I don't know how we're going to get down there. I don't know. But when I first looked down in there and looked, I noticed on the side of the alternator, you got it like a pulley, a wheel, and that's where your belt goes around. And I noticed all you saw was silver with lines on that pulley. And I said, Nathan, I know what's wrong now. Your belt broke. That's why your car died, and you drained your battery and everything. So we sat there and messed around with it for like 30 minutes. I said, man, I don't know how we're going to get down to it. I said, you can't get to it underneath. I haven't tried jacking the car up, and there's just too much stuff in the way, I was like, man. So if all fails, go to Google, right? Or YouTube. And that's what we did. And we found a guy that was putting a new belt, actually two belts, on a PT Cruiser, just like my son's. And so what you have to do is, if you have a PT Cruiser and you got a belt that's broke, or both of them that broke, or whatever, they say if you're replacing one, you need to go ahead and replace both of them, is what they say, which makes sense. Anyway, you have to take the right front wheel off, and while you got to, jack up the car and take the wheel the rest of the way off, whatever. and then you have to go in that way. Once you take that wheel off, there's some paneling right there that you can, one piece of plastic paneling that you can remove. It hold 3 screws hold it in. Take that paneling off, and then you can see the pulleys and all that. And when we took that paneling off, I could see that broke belt was just hanging. And I said, well, there you go. There's your problem. So then we had to, you had to take that big belt off to be able to, you know, because that little belt goes behind the big one. So you have to do all this stuff. You have to loosen up the alternator so you can get a little slack and a little play in the alternator so it'll move. And we got it. We finally got it. It took about 3.5 hours, but we got it. And I jumped his car off and it started and everything. I said, Nathan, I don't know if that's going to charge your battery back up or not. I know back in the day it used to, but a buddy of mine at work said batteries don't do that no more the way they make them now, because they got a lot of lead and stuff in them. That's what he told me. I don't know. I'm not no mechanic. I'm just, you know, but so I jumped it off. It started up. He had an engine light on, so I put my computer on it. I turned to find out the code that came up was low voltage. Of course, we know why that is, because his battery was, you know, pretty much on the brink of dying. So I went ahead and cleared that code out, left, went home, and the next day he sent me a picture, actually early the next morning, he sent me a picture showing that his oil light was on. And I said, Nathan, I think that's because your battery's so low, because you didn't start getting lights on your dash till your battery started dying, you know. I said, you need to take that alternator back, because we didn't have to use it, take it back and get you a battery. Now, I don't know if he done that yet or not. I don't know. He called me yesterday, but he didn't say nothing about the car. It was something pertaining to something completely different. So I don't know if he got another, but I hope he did, because yeah, I don't think that battery's going to charge back up. I wouldn't think. But anyway, that's the story of what happened over the weekend with my son's car. So if you have a PT Cruiser and you have to access what they call serpentine belts, there's going to be 2 of them, and you're going to have to take off that right front wheel after you get it jacked up and everything to be able to get to that area. That's the only way you can get to it. Fun, fun, fun. Man. Oh well, we got it done. Well, being that it's after 11 o'clock, everybody's serving lunch now, but here's one place that I know still serves breakfast stuff. Close you can get to breakfast anyway. Bojangles. Guess we'll go in here and get a couple of biscuits in the drive-thru. Hey, wait a minute. You mean to tell me Bojangles has got their fish sandwich back, and they also have a barbecue sandwich? Oh man, I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh, I might have to change up here. Oh man. Dang. Oh my goodness gracious. If I remember correctly, I've had a fish sandwich from here before, but it's been a long time ago, and it was really good. There's somebody in front of me, so I'm waiting on them to move forward, so it'll be my turn. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes, ma'am, I sure can. Yes, ma'am. Let me get the filet of fish sandwich by itself, and then a barbecue sandwich by itself, please.
I am out of fish at the moment.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on just a second. I was told I was out. No, I've got it.
Okay, let me get a fish sandwich and a barbecue sandwich. That's it.
All right, 1 fish sandwich, 1 barbecue sandwich. Your total is going to be, hold on just a second, $6.80, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Man. I guess it was meant to be. Lord of mercy. Yeah. So I guess the breakfast stuff is completely out. I didn't know it. Boy, that's a combination, isn't it? Fish and barbecue. Woo! Oh well. Gotta try things at least one time. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. All right, man. We got our sandwiches. Whew, Lord have mercy. Yeah, ooh, the bag's starting to rip. For the, I guess the way the box is sticking through. See the bag ripping right there? Man. All right. My goodness. Well, let's go ahead and eat this stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and, ooh, that's barbecue. Man. And get on down the road here and get to work and get the day started. Get things wrapped up. Go back home. And we'll have the first day knocked out officially. So, all right, guys. Y'all have a great day. Be safe. Be careful. Be kind to each other. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.